When you open your banking app and see $1,000 on the screen, where do you think that money actually is? Or if you were a world-class criminal trying to hide a transaction from the police, would you choose a suitcase full of cash or Bitcoin? What if I told you most of what you believe about real money isn't just incomplete? It's built on false narratives. Today, I'm asking 3 simple questions that will prove everything you think about real money is wrong. By the end of this video, they will force you to rethink about cash, banks, and crypto. I'm a research data analyst. My job is to look at what people believe and then check it against the actual data. When it comes about money, the gap between belief and the reality is disturbing. In this video, I won't tell you what to think. I will just show you the data and you will reach the conclusion yourself. So let's go. Number 1, crypto isn't real money because it's digital money. Let me ask you something. Back to first question. If your bank says you have $1,000, how much of that do you think is actually there in cash right now? The common belief is people think there is a stack of cash with their name on it in a vault, but the truth is nothing. Actually, your money does not exist. Before 2020, banks held around 10% of deposits on hand. By the March 2020, the Federal Reserve reduces the reserve requirement for the banks to 0%. It means banks are not legally required to hold a specific percentage of deposits in cash. So they are allowed to use all the money to lend and make more profit. So your money is already a digital money. If everyone went to the bank tomorrow to withdraw their cash, the system will collapse as it happened before. That is why it has a name, a bank run. It is not an issue. It is not just one-time problem. It is how the traditional financial system is designed. And also, that is why over 90% of all transactions today are already digital. Card swipes, wire transfers, Venmo, online purchases, they are all already happened without a single physical bill changing hands. So world has already fully transitioned toward digital money. Let me ask you this. If your money is already digital money and you don't actually control it, what actually makes it more real than crypto? When I compare the two systems side by side, one of them gives you the ownership and the other gives you a receipt. So the real question with crypto isn't that it's digital money. The real question is, why do we assume the numbers in our banks are somehow more real money? Myth number 2. Crypto is just a tool for criminals. This is the big one. Every headline screams it. Crypto funds crime. Bitcoin is for money laundering. But before looking at some actual numbers, let me ask you another question. What percentage of crypto transactions do you think are linked to crimes? Take a guess. 20%, 30%, or even more, 50%. The correct answer is only about 1%. It means only 1% of all transactions on chain are about crimes. And compared with 2024 and 2023, the trend is going down. Now let's compare it to traditional money, which no one talks about. According to United Nations report, between 2% and 5% of global GDP is laundered through the traditional banking system every year. That number is about up to $2 trillion. And here is the real kicker. Over 90% of it goes completely undetected. Crypto crimes is smaller in percentage and far easier to catch because every single transaction is recorded on a public ledger forever. Firms like Chain Analysis and TRN Labs can trace stolen funds in real time, sometimes before the crime is even completed. For example, in 2025 alone, UK government recovered 61,000 Bitcoin. It was about $50 billion, which was seized from Prince Group. Just imagine trying to recovering that money from a network of offshore shell companies. Almost impossible. So here is my question for you. Which system is actually helping criminals? The one where the move is traceable on the public blockchain, or the one when $1 trillion disappear and nobody notices? Number 3, blockchain has no real-world use. Creatives love the banana test. A It says blockchain only matters when you can buy a banana with Bitcoin. Until then, it's completely useless. But I have bad news for them. By 2025, blockchain is quietly running behind the scenes in industries you interact with every day. You just don't see it. Let's see some examples. Have you ever bought a luxury item and wondered, is this actually real? Louis Vuitton, Prada, and Brightening now are used blockchain-based digital passports. You can scan a code on a product and instantly see where it was made, the route it traveled, and whether it is authentic or counterfeit. $500 billion in fake luxury goods sold with a QR code. Let's have a look at another example. Have you ever bought a used car and just trusted the seller about the mileage? BMW and Tesla use blockchain to track raw material, record exact mileage, and store tamper-proof repair history. So, when you are buying a used car, the blockchain doesn't lie about odometer, but says my mind. The next example is the one I really inspired. Walmart and IBM use blockchain to trace food from farm to shelf. If contaminated meat enters the supply chain, they pinpoint the source in seconds. Before this technology, that process took weeks. People got sick, some died, but now a few seconds of data tracing can prevent an epidemic. So let me ask you, does blockchain need to buy you a banana to be useful? Or is it already saving lives and you just haven't been told about it? You will never see a blockchain logo on your steak, on your handbag, but it's already there, verifying, protecting, and saving money across entire industries. So let's recap. Your bank money is already digital money. You just don't own it. Crime in crypto is a fraction of what happens in traditional finance. And blockchain is already embedded in the products you buy, the food you eat, and the car you drive. And the real myth is any of this is about the future, which is not. It's already there. You are just not being told about it. If this has changed how you think about money, hit the subscribe. My name is Bella, and see you in the next video.